One of the critical rules is that you must advance your family. If your family is not advancing, you are leaving.
The families that are accepted into the Koroipita community are rightfully expected to advance in life with skills acquired during their tenure. One of the many priority areas of development work in the community is income generation to help families supplement household income. In some cases, these initiatives become the only source of income. That's coming up tonight.
The model town is positioned about 3 to 5 kilometers from the city boundary. The reason for that is the land becomes affordable. Secondly, we're able to allocate average 350 square meters of land around the house, which enables us to say to them, you have the privilege of having land around your compound, use it or lose it. You must become self-sufficient in root and green vegetables within 18 months of moving here. Or you could risk being asked to move on, where we would bring in other deserving families who would love the privilege of trying.
Peter Drysdale, General Manager of the Koroipita Model Towns Charitable Trust, found a love for helping underprivileged families in Fiji by providing cyclone-safe homes and initiating income-generating projects to assist all Koroipita residents.
The other thing is that the bus fare is only 60 cents to town. So they go to casual jobs, security jobs, these sort of jobs, and can afford that. So this siting is very important. It means that we don't have to go high-rise with all the problems you have associated with that. Now in time, because we build everything to city standards and design specs, in time, as the city expands, the model town gets absorbed as just a suburb of the city, and the next model town moves 3 to 5 kilometers out, and so it rolls. And so you have no squatter settlements, in theory, because there's nothing worse than having squatter settlements and then all the complications of trying to upgrade a squatter settlement later. Get it right in the first place.
So this is the new nursery that you made?
Yeah, Phyllis showed me a design and I thought, oh, we could probably improve on that. And this is a portable nursery.
Yeah.
And the idea is we call this nursery the use it or lose it nursery.
Oh.
And the idea is that we give this to a family and we say, now you prove it that you use this much. And if you're good at it,
Yeah.
we will give you another one. If you're bad at it, you'll lose it. Because one afternoon, 4 boys will come along and pick this up and simply move it to your neighbor.
Okay.
So we call it the use it or lose it. Now, it's designed so it's light enough to be moved. Secondly, it's a nice height to work at.
Yeah.
And it's a reasonable size.
Yeah.
And so you work on this side, and when you're finished, you simply drop down the side.
Oh, okay.
There you go. And when you're working, you just throw it up there, and you do your work, and bring it down again. As I said, the use it or lose it nursery. If we find people are just not bothering,
Yeah.
we'll move it to someone who will bother. And here we are growing natives.
Yeah.
We have 4 large nurseries that produce landscaping plants and also food plants. And this is a range of natives. This is tavola, tarawau,
Yeah.
kura, yeah, and some other things I don't know about.
Wow.
Income generating projects. We'll show you the enterprise building. Agriculture is one of the key ones. We find that we get the best returns per unit staff effort from agriculture, and we'll show you some of that, but also on education. Huge benefits per unit effort. But when the family comes here, the first thing that happens is that we get them their civic documentation. Many of them don't have a birth certificate. We get that. Because without that, you're never going to settle in a city. You're a non-starter as a citizen of anything. So we get them their birth certificate, their tin letter, their FNPF card, their this card and that card. And so they get a pocket full of these things. They are becoming citizens. They've moved from rural to urban. They have a chance of advancing in an urban setting. So far you get the drift. This is not a housing estate. For starters, it's a housing estate that produces a huge surplus of food every week. Secondly, this is the University of Life. Enter and leave equipped with the toolkit, as the jargon goes, to be a citizen in mainstream society. Then that creates a vacancy and here come more people.
Part of their family advancement strategy is community education. Community Development Assistant Manager Pravnil is passionate about Koroipita's intensive education program with a strong focus on the youth and children of Koroipita.
Today we've got the Reality Girls program going on. So our Reality Girls are the girls in the community from ages 10 to 15, and they have sort of their own youth group, and they come together and learn life skills every 2 weeks. So today is a small workshop after school. It's only going to be an hour, and then they're going to go out for some sports after this, a little bit of netball, maybe tennis or volleyball down at our multi-purpose court, and then in 2 weeks they're going to do another program, which is basically acting out whatever they've learned today. So it may be role plays, it may be a drama, it just might be a get-together. They might go and help one of our elderly residents with their backyard gardens, something of that sort. So our Reality Girls group gets together twice every month, once every fortnight. So similar to this, we have our Green Scouts, and these are the young boys in the community, 10 to 15, and their motto is sort of, you mess my town, you mess with me. So they are our litter patrol, they're our green boys. They go around and ensure that the compost bins are used properly. Every Tuesdays they go around and collect recyclables around the community, and they sort out the recycles. And they ensure that our waste management programs in the community are running efficiently. And they sort of also have their life skills trainings that coincide with the Reality Girls. So they'll have theirs next week, Tuesday. And apart from that, the teenagers and the early adults would find themselves in our youth group, and they have a separate program as such. So we keep our young people engaged and empowered. Yeah.
Coming up next, South Sea Orchid's Outgrower program that's helping generate income for these women. Venina and Ranjina are 2 out of the 17 orchid growers at Koroipita. The Outgrower initiative by South Sea Orchids is helping these ladies earn extra income for their families.
Like in this model town, there are 17 orchid nurseries and also 17 growers.
Yeah.
And every Friday, every week, every Friday, every month, always pick the orchid, harvest the orchid, and we take to the South Sea Orchid. And first week in every month, our money always come to us.
So this is a way for you to earn your income.
Yeah, it's source of income. Like it really helped me and my family. Like we really want to thank South Sea Club, Orchid, and also and Koroipita management and Mr. Pita also, because he is very big support for us.
Hi Racheli. Hi Shania. I hear you are the other orchid grower here in Koroipita.
Yes, I'm one of them.
One of them, yes. I wanted to see your little nursery, if that's okay.
Okay, you can go and have a check.
Racheli tells us this extra income has really helped support her own little family.
It's been helping my family financially, and it makes the most in every end of the month. Extra money used to come in our family. Yeah, because since my husband is the only person who works in the family, so when I'm interested in this orchid, It's also helped my family in financially problem. This orchid, it's belong to the South Sea orchid.
Yeah.
We are just the growers.
Outgrowers.
Another admirable quality at Koroipita was how supportive the men were towards the women. Racheli was grateful for the support her husband provided her with her orchid business.
Yeah, it's easy, but for me, only the hard part is when we transplant the new shoots. My husband he usually do that for me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you have to have the tools and you have to be careful, for the new shoots, for them the roots not to get hurt or damaged, you have to be careful. Yeah, my husband, when he loves doing transplanting for the new shoots and all those things, because I've heard from the workshop at South Sea Orchid, it's like you looking after babies,
Yeah.
If you be good to them, they'll give plenty flowers. If you're not doing your job well, like looking after and putting water, they won't groom out plenty flowers.
Yeah. Koroipita also have an encouraging composting system in place for their residents.
This is our compost bins. We use the peelings,
Yeah.
all the vegetable peelings, the potato peelings, the cassava peelings. So we put it in the compost and we mix it with maybe the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we mix it together and I'll open it for you to see.
Yes.
So it's already mixed and this is maybe 2-3 weeks and it's ready to go to the gardens. We use it for our manure.
This is cool.
So we use compost for our manure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's every 3 houses. So how does it?
Houses in
Yeah.
Koroipita, we have this.
So they all come to this house, put in their
Yeah, they put
peelings
in there
and
the
everything.
peelings and they mix. They
Yeah.
have to mix it together. Then the color will become black, and then after that it will turn into soil. And then after that we put it in our gardens
That's so
for
cool.
our manure. So we don't have to go and buy manure outside.
Yeah.
So that's our manure.
We're also very much attuned to the environment. I'm talking about the creatures that we are part of, and I say to the people, we are part of an ecosystem. And the philosophy in this town is this: every square meter of the land at Koroipita shall host a house, a tree, or homes for honeybees. There's room for moths and wasps and tiny beetles too. The soil is safe here, for it feeds us, so we feed it too. That's our philosophy. So you will not find children, if they see a caterpillar or a butterfly, they will never kill it. They will carefully move it out of the kitchen where it's trapped and release it. They are part of this environment, our ecology. We are part of an ecology. We even care for dogs. We do a trapping exercise every year. We take it to Greater Good Foundation and to Animals Fiji for spaying, neutering, so that gradually the stray dog population is declining. But everything is kindness and love for each other and for the environment, for it sustains us, and if we hurt it, it will hurt us back.
Right after the break, we have a look at the fantastic waste management system in place at Koroipita and wrap up our visit.
We're actually at the Koroipita bus shelter. This is not only a bus shelter, but it's a place also that many residents can bring their fresh produce and come and sell it instead of going right down to the market. And then all residents have access to fresh produce. So yes, here are the ladies.
Kito na maramay Koroipita, doon na nga una kito kirea, me doon na nito market Koroipita. Laka na bus shelter, sa mani lakasara me kito ba market ike. Kanga kito tiba ka kito sa kereki na be Mr. Pita, me kito may bolita kay na market ngango. Kanga kito tia na baingani, na bele, na moli, na tomata, na niu, ke na wileti, na tapioca, ke na kumala. hopkel. So tale, esang ni adro mai, maletangani satu tolo na ngauna ni na kaumai Kongo. Lewu tu na kaira to so vebu ke kino Mr. Pita viki mami na marama na crab Koroipita. Kito ba bina wana kaloni so le viki to ndona yalo binaka sabai bevingomi vingoma na ni mami ker na marama. O sivi na ni mami mbula ke mami na tina ke mami lingan dua takana garabi ni buwai. Ba bina ka be Mr. Pita. Bina kabi ke mundo ya ramai do tkarao na singani kuwa sapayan.
Peter says the community at Koroipita is a laboratory for practical solutions to all of their needs. Their sewage treatment facilities, vetted by scientists, are world-class, and they also have a solid waste management system in place throughout the community. Their success not only comes from taking inspiration for ideas from elsewhere, but welcome ideas from everyone.
Each household has got to separate the green waste. We don't call it waste, the green product.
Yeah.
It goes into the compost bins. Everything must be composted. Then the recyclables, the plastic bottles and so on, go to recycling. So what's left is a relatively small volume. Our garbage weighs 1/10 of the world average because of this separation.
Yeah.
And then what is genuinely garbage needs to go somewhere in the solid waste system, and I'll demonstrate how that works.
Yeah, sure thing.
These bin systems are called Johnny Milers. Johnny Milers
Yeah.
bin system. So the people bring their solid waste bags, they'll bring it up and they'll load it at the top. So they're loading it at the top.
Yeah.
Throw the rubbish in the top. Good. Now the Green Patrol, they will come along and they will take the garbage bags out of there and they will inspect them, looking for recyclables
Yeah.
and for compostables, green waste in that bag.
Yeah.
If they find those items, they'll go deeper, they'll find handwriting, and that will lead them to the house where that came from, where they will be counseled about waste management.
Wow.
We are serious about waste separation and management.
Yeah.
Now, okay, over a period of about 6 weeks,
Yeah.
and there's about 18 of these bins in the town, over a period of 6 weeks or so, these bins will fill up. These houses are vacant at the moment, waiting for certification.
Yeah.
But anyway, in 6 weeks or so, these bins will fill up. Then I'll show you how we clear the bin. Now, so the bin is full, right?
Yeah.
So then we call just an ordinary sugarcane truck, flatbed, with the sides,
Yeah.
right? And this bin is unchained from here. That's changed there for hurricanes.
Okay.
It's unchained, and this bin is slid forward so it sticks out about to here.
Oh.
Then the truck comes and the tray is positioned right there in line with it. Then the end doors are open, top and bottom. The end is opened and the rubbish is raked into the truck.
Wow.
Then the rubbish goes to the dump, is weighed, etc., and dumped. Then these end doors are closed. The bin is slid back into position, you see? Slid back into position and chained for recycle, and the cycle goes around again.
Wow.
All right.
That's cool.
Now, just because they want to bring their rubbish at night, I'll demonstrate the solar streetlight system that we have.
Yeah.
Now, this is a solar streetlight. Now, you can see this street light up there.
Yeah.
It's equivalent to three 4-foot fluorescent tubes.
Whoa.
Very bright. Yes. Now, you see this system here? If we need to service that solar street light, we don't have to call a cherry picker and go up there and service it. We simply unbolt this area and this whole thing hinges down there. We do the servicing, we raise it and rebolt it. So this system I've invented is a hinging system, so you never have to hire a cherry picker.
Wow. That's awesome stuff, Peter.
So these street lights are, scattered throughout the town, and for safety as well.
And aside from their papaya and citrus orchard, Koroipita also have a eucalyptus orchard in line with their environmental promise and future plans.
So tell me about this initiative.
Well, this is a eucalypt plantation, and it's here for the following reasons. One, because it's very valuable for poles and firewood.
Yeah.
And in time, as we thin it out, it will produce very large trees with a very valuable hard timber with a similar color to mahogany.
Yeah.
And this is Eucalyptus camaldulensis, which is river red gums. And it's from Australia, obviously. Now, we've planted it here because this is a very deep and moist soil. These trees are 3 years old, and they grow very fast indeed. Now, they're here for another reason, apart from the valuable timber we can get in time, because the flowers, the honeybees in our honey farm, love eucalyptus flowers.
Yes.
So you can see the honeybees are over there, and within 40 meters of the honey hives, there is a smorgasbord of food. There is eucalyptus flowers, and we have planted 5 varieties of citrus over there, and all sorts of native species as well. And so at any time of the year, 5 species are flowering. So these lazy honeybees only have to fly 40 meters to a smorgasbord of flowering plants.
Lucky bees.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by the environmental area. Yeah.
Beekeepers of Koroipita like Samisoni appreciate the income that they can earn from taking up employment and learning life skills from things like beekeeping.
When I come, I don't know about the bees. Just come and learn here. Koroipita learn me about the bees. And I do the work there for helping my family too.
To show your support, you can purchase items like these beautiful eco bags, handcrafted jewelry and other boutique items, along with products like honey, either directly from the Koroipita's head office based in Lautoka, or visit their Facebook or website to get in touch. To find out more about the FO4ACP project, log on to www.pacificfarmers.com. Next week, the Fiji Mushroom Growers Association, in conjunction with the Fiji Crop and Livestock Council, walk us through their Mushroom Growers Workshop. We'll see you then.